Good evening, Frank KG6NLW here, coming to you live from the NorCal SwapNet. This is hosted every Thursday on the N6ICW Repeater System in the Northern California area. For more information, you can visit N6ICW.org. If you wish to join the directed net, you can do so by saying the suffix of your call sign phonetically. We are also on Echolink at N6ICW-R. I'll be here on the live stream as long as the net is running, usually from 8 p.m. Pacific Time, 0300 UTC, to about 2100 or 9 p.m. Pacific Time or 0400 UTC. I'll be in chat ready to answer any questions you might have. Now, in just a few moments, let's take a listen and enjoy.
Of the Northern California Swap, and we'd love to have you on this after field day edition of the SwapNet here. And if you're out enjoying field day last weekend, I think your foot is still on the mic switch. That's what that's all about. But if you had a good time, come and let us know what you did, where you went. And let us know what kind of a time you had. And of course, we'll look forward to next year, 2024. As field day is now in the books. Anyway, we invite one and all of you to check in, especially if you have a listing, some equipment that you used for field day, maybe Okay, so somebody's got a bad PL and they're just keying up the machines about what that's all about. We can't hear them, but I can. So anyway, it looks like fun and games tonight, and if I need to, I will change frequency. Well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to join the net tonight, especially if you have a listing. I'd love to hear from you. And if you don't, we'd still love to hear from you about your field day experiences and all that kind of stuff. So in order to check into the net, all you need to do is when the net is open for listings and check-ins, drop in your call sign suffix phonetically and wait to be recognized. It is a directed net. When recognized, please come back and give us the following information in this order. Start out with your call sign and give it to us phonetically so we don't mistake any letters in the call. Give us your first name, your location, and if you have equipment to buy, sell, trade, give away, etc., list those, and no limit on the number of items you can list. So the longer the better. Give us a brief description of each item. Let us know how much you want for the item. Let us know if you're willing to ship the item. If not, if it's too big to be shipped, let us know if you would like somebody to come and pick it up at your house, QTH, or how long of a distance will you drive to deliver that or make the exchange, the cash for the radio or the trade, etc. Also give us your contact info. That means your email address, telephone number, and then end your transmission with your call sign. And during the net, you can say, let's see, what can you say? You can say contact. That'll allow you to do one of three things, but you have to include your call sign so we know who you are. So you can say contact. That'll allow you to call a station that just made a listing. If you have a question on the equipment they're listing, they should know mostly about it. You can also say contact with your call sign, call a station. And move them off frequency. Or you can say contact, call us at your call sign, call a station, and then, yeah, I knew you would do that, and then pass a quick bit of traffic. See, I'm duplex, so you can play all the games you like, and I know exactly what you're doing, so get your jollies. Anyway, moving along, you can also say info. You can ask me a question about a listing you may have heard. Maybe you missed a phone number, a price, a model on a piece of gear, etc. I take notes, write it all down, and we reread the list at the end of the net, which can come at any time. But after 0345 Zulu, usually we try to hang in there that long. Sometimes we go a lot longer, and sometimes not as long, but the crowd out there is the determining factor. And during the net, if you're out and about and you see something that needs the assistance or the attention of amateur radio, you can say break or priority, or you can say info if you have a question about amateur radio that, well, you didn't know who or know where to ask, you can ask it here, and we may stimulate some good conversation and discussion. See how many different opinions we can get on the same topic. That's always interesting. Also want to thank Chris, N6ICW, and the control group of the repeater for keeping the repeater on the air and doing all the things they do to keep the system going, and also for airing that piece on that appeared on our own NPR facilities here in Sacramento on Monday night. Chris aired the piece that was done and distributed to the rest of NPR. We had Jojo Melendez, KN6HTD, and I think it's Dale, N6SAC, that represented amateur radio in a fine way on the NPR program called Insight. So that was really good to listen to that. Thank you to Chris for airing that. If you happen to have missed it during the live broadcast, that was a good public relations and a nice piece representing amateur radio with the upcoming field day events. Also a reminder, you can tune into Newsline and ARRL News every Monday at 7:30 p.m., right, not a.m., p.m. on N6ICW right here on 195. So let's get the net underway and see who's out there to join us tonight on this app.
I'll start it off. November Lima Whiskey. Armand must be switching radios or something. Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey.
Alright, yeah, we'll just have to do it this way. Hang on. Alright, Frank, I hear you. So let's get rid of that nuisance. Put him back in the corner where he belongs. So we'll open the net, and well, we know who's out there. He's ready to pounce. KG6NLW. He's got the fuse lit. He's ready to go bang. Go ahead, Frank.
Oh, good evening, Armand and Net. Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey, and hopefully this all works out okay. We are streaming live tonight, so please do enjoy that if you partake in the YouTubes under my call sign. I still have a want from last week. If you're ready to copy, Armand?
N6NLW, I think you were there, WB2ZEI. Go ahead and try it. If you can't make it in with RF, you might want to try Echolink. People can't adjust their PL, so they decide they're just going to sit on the input and lock up the voting system. And any signal who's not as strong as they are is not going to make it. So that's what's going on the input. So there you go. Or let's see, anybody else to join the net, and maybe we'll let Frank get himself set up, and we'll hear from him in a little bit. Who else?
Oh, I am all set up. How copy, Armand?
Okay, yeah, I got you. Carl, stand by. You pet the kitty in the meantime. KG6NLW, go ahead and try it, Frank.
Alright, let's hope this is working. We are live streaming tonight, so that'll be fun. I have a want to relist from last week, if you're ready, Armand.
Alright, let's just bring up the display here. Okay, KG6NLW. Go ahead, Frank.
Alright, hopefully this will work. Kilo Golf 6, November, Lima Whiskey Frank, usually found somewhere in Cloverdale sometimes. I am still looking for that Alpha November 131-Alpha stud to SO or PL259 mount. You can find me, easiest way to get a hold of me is through my email, Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey at snars.org. Or if that's too long for you, just go to QRZ, punch in my call sign, and the email is good there.
All right, very good. Got it, Frank. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you're doing okay. That's you're fine. Let's see. Oh, what am I thinking here? I don't know what I'm thinking. Were you working on field day, or were you out doing radio?
I was not at any clubs, but I did participate in a little bit, about 7.5 hours of field day, instead of sleeping like I was supposed to. I made a whopping 74 contacts on strictly battery solar power between 2040 and 2 contacts on 15 meters. I contacted both EK and NA clubs, and VVR, so those were all great clubs. And yeah, I made 74 contacts over about 7.5 hours instead of sleeping.
Okay, yeah, I turned the radio on when did I turn it on? But first of all, the bands were pretty quiet. I think, yeah, there was no swap net on, or I think it disappeared because the band conditions weren't very good. I heard a couple of stations on 40, and not a lot of activity, but at night, the bands really woke up. 40 was jumping around, and there he is with his wonderful PL. So you can hear it when I drop my carrier, but he can play his games. We don't care. And anyway, so yeah, I'm glad you made the contacts, and I heard VVR, but they were not too strong to me, so I didn't try to get them because I thought that they wouldn't hear me. We're just a little too close. I hope he burns out his final. But anyway. Alrighty, very good, Frank. Oh yeah, let me read this one. My goodness, number 1 tonight, starting it off, KG6NLW, Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey, Frank. Sometimes in Cloverdale, and sometimes, you know that game. Where in the world is Frank? Anyway, he has a want. He's looking for a piece of hardware for a military mast. It's an Alpha November Alpha, ANA 131-A is an Alpha. It's a stud mount to PL 259. It screws on the top of the mast and allows you to adapt your coax cable to that. My goodness, he doesn't give up, does he? And if you have one of those, you can contact Frank via email at KG6NLW, Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey, at SNARS. I always think of marshmallows. What are those s'mores? But that's a SNARS, not s'mores. But anyway, Sierra Nevada Amateur Radio Society, that's what that stands for, SNARS.org. Or if you don't want to remember that, use the email link listed under his call sign, Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey, on QRZ. Thank you, Frank. KG6NLW, WB2ZEI.
And just
I'm sorry, what's the nomenclature on that mast again? ANA 131 Alpha?
drop the second A before the 131. Just Alpha November 131.
Okay, AN 131. 131. Okay, my fault. Alpha November 131-Alpha is the military type mast. Okay, got it, Frank. Is that correct?
QSL, that's correct. Thank you, Armand.
Yeah, you're not making it over it, Frank. That's correct, right?
QSL, 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 that is correct. Alpha November 131-Alpha.
I'm assuming that's correct. Alrighty, very good. Anyway, if you have such a mast and you have that little itty-bitty part, you'll know what we're talking about. And hopefully somebody's got that little thingamajig out there for Frank. Alright, over to the, I'll call him Carl instead of any other fancy name. Carl by any other name is still Carl. KF6LBMU. And Whitney, how you doing, Carl? Go ahead.
I'm doing fine. Whitney says hello. Al? I'm sitting out on my balcony and enjoying the evening. We have a little bit of a wind coming up.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it must be, still must be pretty warm out there, right, Carl? I heard it hit 98, how come I can't hear this on this other side? Oh, there we go. I heard it hit 98 downtown today, Carl. That's 99. It's pretty hot down there.
I think it's about 93 right now. It's 92, something like that, but it's very enjoyable. And I'm just watching my neighbors walk up down the alleys and stuff, and my cat is at my feet and all that. It let me scratch his belly, and it's usually very, very particular about having his belly scratched, but I got to scratch his belly today, so that's another upward movement.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, the guys are playing around on the input. Okay, well, enjoy the breezes. I hope it cools off well enough. And I hope you have something cool to drink out there on the balcony. And always nice to have a little companionship down by your feet. So, meow from Harley and Pepper. And they're doing okay, too. They just got their big box from Chewy today. My God, I could hardly lift it. Like close to 50 pounds of stuff. Take care, Carl. Yeah, let's see. What did you do? Did you stay home, or did you go out on the field day, maybe with Sharp or something?
Didn't do anything. I just messed around. I got a lot of housework to do and things like that, so did some reading and stuff, and slept late and all that. And no, Sharp didn't do a trailer. Did not participate in field day. This is KF6 LBM.
Okay, I'm not sure if it's you or not, but you might want to check your radio to see if you have like wires turned on. And I can't tell because I'm hearing a touch tone before your transmission, but it may not be you. But anyway, you might want to check that or something if you can.
Yeah, the Yaesu.
Yeah, the Yaesu. Yeah, thanks. How you doing, Chris?
Okie dokie. If it's a handheld call, hit the 0 when you're not transmitting one time. That should clear the DTMF. If you hear it as you key up, then you're muting on the repeater.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it's Carl or not. There was a carrier there on the input again. Alrighty, Carl. Well, if that's happening, I can't tell if it's you or not. I'm not sure. But you got the directions from the man that knows. Take care. Have a good night, Carl. Stay cool, especially it's supposed to get warm over the weekend, and then cool off by maybe middle of next week. KF6LBM WB2ZEI. Anybody else for the net tonight, with or without a listing?
N6ICW. Good evening, Armand.
Okay, Gary, yeah, I hear you. We're having some fireworks here, sort of metaphorically speaking. So I hear you. How are you doing, Gary? What's going on up in North Highlands? How are you doing?
I'll get along with it. I had to go take my examinations for my driver's license because I'm over the age when they have to make sure we're still walking. And I successfully passed them. I'm good for another 5 years.
Okay, very good. Well, listen, tell them you can drive a train, so if you can do that, you can drive a car. All right, very good. Good to hear you. And how's that back coming along?
It's coming and going. Sometimes it's not good, sometimes it is. But I'm just dealing with it. I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. Back to you. Back to Ned.
All right, very good. Oh, I know what I wanted to mention. K6DQS passed word to me since it's kind of an interest to us here on the repeater, or some of us. Sam's Hofbrau was posted on, I think, on Facebook that they are definitely going to rebuild after that little malfunction, not so little, but the malfunction back in February or March. A piece of refrigeration equipment overheated and caused a nasty fire. So they're going to rebuild, and in the interim, they're going to have a food truck out there. So I don't know what that food truck will be serving, or if it's a Sam's Hofbrau food truck, or what it is, but if you're in the area of Watnell Camino, northeast corner, just pop into that parking lot next to Popeyes and see if that food truck is there, and see what kind of goodies they're serving up. But hopefully it won't take too long for Ken Schlesinger to rebuild Sam's, and for them to come back stronger and better than ever, so that we can, or the guys here on the repeater and the group can get back to having their once a month meeting on Fridays at Sam's. So that was some good news. Anyway, after all that, go ahead, Gary.
Okay, nothing to list. Have Frank get all the surplus sales. I think it's either Lincoln, Nebraska, or Omaha, Nebraska. And ask them about that antenna connection he wants, that AN whatever was 131A.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure he's probably listening, so yeah, maybe he'll look into that. Thank you, Gary, for checking in, and give the fellows a pet, and happy 4th of July from our house to them, and hopefully it won't be too nerve-wracking for them. Just turn up the nice music, and hopefully it'll drown all the rest of the nonsense outside for the boys, and they'll maybe rest a little more comfortably. WA6FGI, WB2ZEI with the NorCal swap.
Thank you, Gary.
November Zulu Tango.
I'm sorry, who was that?
November Zulu Tango. Aaron in downtown.
Okay, Aaron, yeah, very good. I got my headphones half on, so I'm listening to the TMV71, the R7000, and duplex in here, so I didn't hear you. How you doing? KK6NZT, WB2ZEI. How was your field day with that 817? Did you do anything?
I didn't actually go on the air, but I did go to the Davis Ranch field day for K6IS.
Yeah,
And then I went to the field day for W6AK, or was it N6NA, out in Rio Linda.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, N6NA, they're up in the farm in Rio Linda. Yeah, I missed N6NA, so I didn't hear them at all. But, you know, the bands are big and wide, and you never know where they're going to be and when they're going to be. So, but what kind of turnout did they have? Both of those places. Did you have to operate from the field day sites?
I didn't get to operate. They weren't really set up by the time I got there, which was early. But they were saying they were 5 alpha at K6IS, but like only 2 people were actually there.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, that's sometimes it's hard to get people to come out. But the weekend was perfect. You know, it wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold. You know, so it was really nice weather. Better, it should have been. It was last week than this coming week. But I'm glad you went to both places and got a chance to see what it's all about.
Yeah, when I was at N6NA, they were on 40 meters, and I watched them for an hour, and they were just contact after contact after contact.
Oh yeah, as I said, 40 picked up at night, but during the day was kind of pretty quiet when I was listening. But that's good. Yeah, there's nothing more frustrating than sitting there and not working anybody and hunting around and stuff like that. It's always a challenge to have everything work right and all that good stuff. So that's good. Well, you know, there's always next year, so maybe you'll get a chance to actually operate or log or stuff like that. So I'm glad you had the experience.
Yeah, I had a good time. It was very interesting, and I can't wait to get there and do it myself.
Oh yeah, well now that you got the 817, you know, you can do soda or, you know, take that wherever you want. And if you get yourself a little amplifier like a what was that? Not necessarily the Elecraft ones, but you know the ones for QRP rigs, KXP 100 or something. Even out in the field, you'd be doing okay. But that little 817 is a fun little backpack radio that you can do a lot of stuff with. Good to hear you, Aaron, and hopefully you're keeping cool downtown and stay inside and hydrated and all that stuff over the weekend, so it's supposed to be pretty warm.
Yeah, I think I'll try and hit up a movie theater. KK6MVT, back to the net.
All right, yeah, go ahead and look at, watch some flicks, eat some popcorn, and drink some of that cool soda at, $20 a pop in the movies. My goodness, yeah, they sure know how to hit your wallet. You know, God knows how much the popcorn is now. Take care. Good to hear you. Thanks for stopping by again, and again, continued luck with that. Good luck with the radio. KK6NZT, WB2ZEI with the NorCal Swap. Anybody else for the net tonight?
November Lima Whiskey again.
Me?
All right, KJ6 Kilo Mike Echo. I got you, and I just want to double check. Anybody? Was there another station there too?
Me again. November Lima Whiskey.
No, just the carrier. Wonderful carrier. KJ6KME, go ahead.
Good evening, Armand, and to anyone else that might be listening. This is Jess, Juliet Echo Sierra Sierra. My call sign is Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Mike Echo, and I have a listing. You can go ahead with that.
I love those words. I have a listing. Good. Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, so it's brand new. I've had it over a year. I have never used it. It's a Comet NCG HFJ350M toy box that I got from HRO about a year ago, but never had the opportunity to use it. So it's HFJ-350M, and it includes the 160M coil.
Okay, your audio is a little soft, and I'm listening to a couple of radios. So let's see, it's a Comet NCG HF Hotel Fox Juliet 350 mic. What kind of an antenna is that? A vertical? I'm not familiar with it. And what bands does it cover? Go ahead.
Yeah, anyone interested can look it up on HRO and radio outlet. It's 3.5 to 50 megahertz 9-band portable telescopic antenna. And it comes in a neat little roll-up vinyl package that you actually, put together. And I also have the accompanying cloth roll-up storage bag for it. So I've never used it, like I said, so I don't really know what else to tell you about it. But if someone's interested in a portable HF, they can look it up on HRO and check out all the details and the information about it. And I'm on QRZ, and my email address is updated on there. So if someone would like to reach out to me, I sell it at half the cost.
Okay, so what is the price on that so that people can know? And do you want to give us your phone number or just your email address?
Okay, brand new, and like I said, it's never been used, is the HRO discount price is $129.95, and the cloth roll-up storage bag for it is $29.95. And so for those two items, I sell it for half the cost, which is $80. And I can meet somewhere locally here in Sacramento, or if you want it shipped, I could do that for an extra $10. But my information would be on QRZ. My email address, like I said, is updated. It's Juliet Echo Sierra Sarah. That's my name, Jess. .KJ6KME. That's my call sign, Kilo Juliet 6 Kilo Mike Echo at gmail.com. So we can talk through that way if that'd be okay. Back to you, Armand.
All right, Jess, I got it. Very good. Yeah, that sounds neat. Very good. Got it all down. Alrighty, number 2 tonight is Kilo Juliet 6 Kilo Mike Echo. Oh, Jess, where are you located in Sacramento? You south side. Where are you?
My location is, I guess the area is South Sacramento. It's near the Costco down here. So I'm not too far in the Sacramento area. So like I said, I'm willing to meet someone halfway, just in the Sacramento area, Elk Grove, or maybe even up higher. Yeah, or if you needed mail to you, we could arrange that too. So back to you, Armand. This is KJ6KME.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I just wanted to put down your location. All right, KJ6 Kilo Mike Echo, that's Jess, and he is in South Sacramento. He's got a brand new Comet NCG antenna for HF. It's a portable telescopic HF antenna, 3.5 to, I think he said 15 megahertz. It's the Comet NCG Hotel Fox Juliet 350 mic. So it's the Hotel Fox Juliet 350 mic. Again, portable telescopic antenna. It's in a vinyl pack. It also comes with the roll-up storage cloth bag, which is an accessory. And usually if you add the antenna and the cloth bag together, it comes out to about $160. And Jess says he'll sell it for half price, which would be $80. He's willing to meet anywhere in the Sacramento area, or he will ship it for you. Buyer pays shipping, of course. He estimates maybe about $10. And you can communicate with him by email. If you do want to write this down, you can look him up on QRZ, but his email is Jess, Juliet Echo Sierra Sierra dot KJ6KME at gmail.com. So it's Jess dot his call sign KJ6KME at gmail.com. And probably make a good antenna for portable use. Hint, hint, where's Aaron? Although I think he's got an antenna. But anyway, that's a good item. Thank you, Jess.
November Lima Whiskey.
Go ahead, Frank.
I was the one in there with KME at the beginning there. You might have another station come in here, but he might be HT portable, so pay extra attention to some ears for a 1 Quebec.
Oh, that wouldn't be our good buddy, would it?
Mr. Mitch, yes sir. I think he might even already be listening.
Okay, yeah, well, hope he can make it in over the crud. Alrighty, very good. Yeah, we'll look for Mitch. Hopefully we'll be able to hear him. Usually he's out in his car wandering around, so maybe he's using an HT. And let's see, did you hear Gary's comment about surplus sales, Frank, before for that stud mount adapter?
QSL, I did. I guess the Yakadoo took me out.
Yeah, who knows? Sometimes it gets a little confusing. But, yeah, I hear you fine now. Alrighty, as long as you got it. And I updated that Alpha November 131 Alpha. So that's good. Alrighty, very good. WUNQ, you out there, Mitch? WB230I with the NorCal swap. Okay, well, we'll leave a little bit of room for Mitch. Anybody else for the net tonight? Yeah, I think we're in the summer doldrums. We're going to have to light a couple of firecrackers to get some activity going here on this little old net here. Not too much activity. Let's see. Yeah, we have 4 minutes to go to our 0345 Zulu time point. So we'll see what's going on. I haven't heard John KJ6JD in a couple of weeks, so I hope he's doing okay. Usually he's here to update us on all the stuff going on, so I hope he's doing all right. Anybody else for the net tonight?
How about N6 UK?
Yeah, how about N6 UK? Sounds like Clarence is filtering out all the lows. How you doing, Clarence? Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. Well, I'm a little high-pitched, am I?
No, it's just probably your microphone. That's about all. But you know what? It's nice and sharp and crisp. So that's the good part about it. Yep. How you doing up there up north? They're turning up the heat a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, it's a stock hand microphone. I don't know. Maybe in the settings on the radio, they might be setting to change the audio down a little lower. It's a Kenwood something or other 710GA dual band. One of the higher end dual band radios, I guess. I think I saw maybe in the setting they might be going to change the audio. I did a full reset on it the other day here because I use it to control my Sky Command, and so I reset everything. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, it's warming up. It's warming up. It's going to be warm for 4 or 5 more days, I guess. in that cooler temperature, and boy, you're not adjusted. The old body's not adjusted to it yet. So I trust you're doing well. Anyway, a couple listings, I guess, if you're ready.
Yes, sir. I'm ready. Yeah, that's 710 with that MC. You're probably using that MC62 because you have a little purr on your signal too. Because I think that's characteristic of those. One of those Kenwood mics. There's a little purr in the background. But yeah, other than that, you're fine. Go ahead, Clarence. What you got?
Well, what do you mean by a purr? You mean I got a little kitty in here somewhere?
Oh yeah, it goes. Yeah, a kitty, a slow purr. That's what we'll call it. Slow purr.
Maybe you sound like a little motorboating or something like that.
No, it's a slow purr.
But I think that's. I've heard that or I heard that is kind of an issue with some of those dual band radios. But yeah, it's not objectionable. But you know me, I hear it. I can hear what you're thinking. So, no, I'm kidding. But no, it's okay.
Oh no, I hate it when you. I think you said you can hear what I'm thinking. I hate it when you do that. Might be low voltage. It looks like 12.3 on my battery. I'm out here in the RV on a deep cycle battery. Maybe it's a little bit lower voltage. Maybe I can get up a little bit. I don't know. Might be getting a little AC off of the charger. I'm running just 5 watts. So anyway, okay, well, enough of that. It's Clarence recording at 60 UK, and I supposedly had my Yaesu FTDX 3000 sold. I had a couple guys interested. One guy was supposed to take it, and I lost his number. And anyway, he called me, but he wound up in the hospital over in Reno at the VA, and then he wound up in San Francisco. And he said when he the way back from San Francisco, he's going to stop and pick it up. He said he could call me, but he never. On that Monday, he was supposed to come, which is a couple weeks ago. He never showed up. Let me reset. Oh, if I need to do that. Anyway, so I'm going to relist it. It's a Yaesu FTDX 3000. Plain radio. It's had very little use. I didn't get it brand new, but I got it from an elderly gentleman that only played with it about 15 or 20 minutes, if that. So it's virtually like new when I got it. And I had it on the desk off and on a couple times, so it's had very little use. Probably best reasonable offer on that. Have all the peripherals and the boxes, styrofoam insets, all that. Best reasonable offer. A copy so far.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty then. And let's see. I bought a new tuner, an LDG 1000 Pro 2, and I bought it brand new here 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I took it out of the box, hooked it up, worked great, and I said, wait a minute, this thing only handles a kilowatt. Sometimes I like to run a little bit more than that, as you know. And so I need to upgrade it to the legal limit one. So that's on the auction block. And I know I won't get my money back on it, but somebody make me a reasonable offer. I put it back in its box and it's all ready to go. Like I say, I only used about 10 minutes. It worked great, even with the amp on. So, and also, let me reset. Do I need to reset, Armand?
Oh, depends how long you talk. But yeah, you just let it drop and then just pick it up again.
Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't know if maybe you leave the timer out or something. 1 minute, 3 minutes. Anyway, where was I? Oh, that tuner. Anyway, and the meter I have, which you can't find them. They're all out of stock. It's the LDG M1000. That's the tuner that goes with that. it was an option, but a really nice large meter. And I'll make a package deal if somebody wants a meter or just the tuner, or I'll sell just the meter. And I got a new old stock, so I just hooked it up when I hooked the tuner up, and it worked fine also. Again, I know I won't get my money back on either one of those, but maybe close to it or make somebody a good deal. Let's see. An Atlas older radio pre-210. How about a 110? An Atlas 110 RX and an Atlas 110 TX. That's the receiver matching transmitter. Actually, with the matching cables and pretty nice shape cosmetically. And I plugged them in; they lit up. I haven't tried to put them on the air, but those are up for grabs for whatever price. But OBO, I guess. 530-200-3659. Also good on QRZ. Any fills there? 60 again.
Nope, got it. I got it. Just a quick question. That M1000, is that SWR and power or just SWR?
No, it's both. It reads average, reads PEP, it reads SWR, it reads reflected power. It is a series of LEDs that tells you what mode you're in, and it even has a calibration mode. You put it in calibration mode and you can recalibrate it if need be. I got it and it was so close. I said, well, it was only just a few watts off, but I calibrated it, went through the procedure, which is quite simple procedure. And anyway, all the lights blink, all the LEDs blink, and it sets itself, or you recalibrate it, whatever, via some knob, I can't remember. Oh, button, I guess it is. Up, down button to put it right on zero or right on full scale, and then hit OK or something. It's calibrated. It'd be fairly accurate, according to what my bird was reading on that system. So that's the story on the meter. Anything else?
Nope, that'll do it. Thank you, sir. I got it all. Very good. Alrighty, number 3 tonight, November 6th, Delta Uniform Kilo. That's good buddy Clarence, way up there in Red Bluff at the Corning area, and where it gets really warm. He's got a Yaesu low-band radio. The Fox Tango Delta X-Ray 3000 has been promised and spoken for, but they've never picked up. 160 through 6 meters, all mode, very little use, and comes with all its accessories. He'll take best offer on that. He also has an LDG 1000 Pro 2 antenna tuner. It'll handle 1 kilowatt, but Clarence needs a legal limit one, and you can make him a reasonable offer on that. He also has, that's just about brand new. He got it, took it out of the box, used it for about 10 minutes, and put it back in the box. So it's just about brand new. He also has an LDG Lima Delta Golf M Mic 1000 SWR power meter, and he is willing to sell that as a package with the tuner if you want it. It's a really large face meter, easy to read, very versatile, or he will sell the meter separately. So depending on who gets there first and what they want, depends on what's going on. So either a package deal with the LDG 1000 Pro 2, you can have the meter as well in a package, or if you just need the meter, he will entertain that as well. So make an offer on that as well. And he has some older radios. He's got an Atlas 110 Romeo X-Ray receiver and an Atlas 110 Tango X-Ray transmitter with all the matching cables. Looks good cosmetically. It lights up. And I don't think he's put it on the air, but he says best offer on that as well, on the Atlas twins, the TX transmitter and the RX receiver, the Atlas 110 series. And you can talk to Clarence at 530-200-3659. Again, 530-200-3659. And his email is also listed on QRZ if you want to communicate with him via email. N6ICW WB2ZEI. Thanks, Clarence.
Have a good evening. Have a good night. 7-3.
All right, take care. Keep cool and have some of that sassafras cola around to keep hydrated over the weekend. Thanks for being there. All righty, we're up to number 4 and heading down towards 0400. Anybody else for the net tonight?
EKS with a quick check-in from a non-normal location.
Well, non-normal people end up in non-normal locations. Yeah, you having supper out, Jim, or you in the middle of the gig?
You nailed it. In the middle of a gig in the dining room of Enchanted Hills Camp. How about that?
Ah, wow. Okay, you're playing up there. All right, that's good. Yeah, I hear all the voices, and yeah, that's really neat. Are you staying over?
No, I wish. Ran into Dan Kaiser here, and I think Charles EYD is here. I haven't run across him yet. No, we just came up, had a great dinner here, and we're playing about another, sort of a short set. And we're out of here a little after 9:30. And just taking about a 5-minute break, and I caught you at a good moment. I just want to say hi and catch you next time.
Anyhow, and pass my greetings on to N6IKC. We better get his hook us on the radio, you know. I don't hear him anymore. He was read his email that he's been buying stuff.
If I run into him again, I would. We're doing always a good job. And have a great end of June and a great July coming up on CK.
All right, Jim. Yeah, real good. I'm glad you're having a good time up there. Too bad you can't stay over. But that's a little bit of a hike from up there to back to Martinez. So I hope you're not walking or taking the train. Anyway, enjoy and keep blowing that horn. WA6EKS and the gang and ensemble. B2ZEI.
Yeah, it's more convenient. A duo also. It's great ride, great music. Armand, have a good one. WA6EKS.
Yeah, you sound good, Jim. Which, what HT is it?
That hand.
Yeah, doing real good. I didn't know that the audio is good. I can hear the crowd in the background. So get back to playing. Enjoy, and so get a listen. W6EKS, thanks for checking in. WB2ZEI with the NorCal Swap. See, you just never know where those check-ins are going to come from. So that's neat. Alrighty, anybody else from any non-normal location? Yeah, hurrah! Okay, Jim. Very good. Yeah, all you have to do is, let's go, then we'll be okay. Take care. Anybody else for the net tonight? No, the crickets are all up there at the camp. That's where they are. They're out there having a good time listening to that ensemble playing. Yeah, just a good from the camp. So it's a night. Yeah, we do number of from 100. As we come up on 9 o'clock. So WB2ZEI with the Northern California Swap will maybe put out a couple of more calls for see who else is out there, and if not, if the crowd is up, anybody else?
Where's Exodia here?
Oh yeah, man, there's the head cricket. You know, little crickets out there. How you doing, Ross?
Oh yeah, same old thing. You know, just getting ready for tomorrow. Got a big load of pieces, and just putting people back together. So, anyways, always good to ride along. Thanks for doing the net. Always good to hear you guys. Have a good one, Whiskey 60 GX 73s.
Alrighty, thanks for stopping by and saying hello, and always good to have you there. We always know that if we fall apart, there's somebody that can put us back together again, even if we were not sitting on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. Sometimes you just fall flat on your fur, and they got to put you back together again. Hopefully not, but what does they say? There is a doctor in the house, so that's a good thing. Take care, Ross. Enjoy, and I hope you have a couple of days off over the weekend so you can rest and relax a little bit. So, W60GX at the top of the hour, 0400 Zulu, WB2ZEI with the Northern California swap. Traffic and weather on the 195s. Not really, but we could hope so. Weather? Yeah, well, it's going to be hot. Traffic? Who knows? But hopefully you're not at an airport waiting to grab an airplane. Supposedly a lot of flights, 30,000 were delayed, and 7,000 canceled. And I know there are a number of people moving around, going to Schaumburg, Illinois, and Houston for some of the blind organization conventions. So I wonder how many of those guys are going to be stuck someplace. They won't get there on time. Hopefully none of them, but you never know. But no traffic here. That's the problem. No traffic on the net. Anyway, we'll take maybe one more standby and see if anybody's out there to join us at this late date. And if not, I will read the list. Anybody else for the net tonight? Well, not even a WU1Q. Oh well. All right, well, I think it's time to read the list, so we don't want to bore people and just sit around and say, who would like to make a listing? So, the listings have been made and duly recorded, and now they shall be read back. Number 1 tonight, Kilo Golf 6, November, Lima Whiskey, KG6NLW. The Cricket Master in Cloverdale. Well, you know, all the crickets and the clickets, they love to hang out in the clover. Maybe they can't be found in the clover with rolling around with Frank in Cloverdale. Anyway, Frank has a want, looking for a box of crickets. Not really. Looking for actually a stud to PL259 adapter for a military mast, the Alpha Nova 131 Alpha. So he can put that on the top of that mast and use it if it's to be used. And if you have or know where such a piece of adaptive hardware exists, you can send Frank an email. That means you can either look them up on QRZ or your paper and so your because it's not really that. AG6NLW, Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey at initials SNARS. That stands for Sierra Nevada Amateur Radio Society.org. KGNLW at, we call it SNARS.org. Oregon QRZ. And number 2 tonight is Kilo Julia 6 Kilo Mike Echo, KJ6KME. That's Jess, and he's in South Sacramento. QR is a portable operator. not even used, although it's a year old. It's still new. He's got a Comet NCG portable HF antenna. It's the Hotel Fox Juliet 350 mic. It's a portable telescopic antenna, operate from 3.50. I'm thinking how much power it has, but I assume it's comes in a vinyl packing backpack. That's what it looks like. But anyway, it's got a little case that goes on, and those things at HRO ham radio outlet. If you want that or Comet antenna, their website since just bought it for half price, which means when you add cost back and all that stuff, it was $160. He'll sell it for $80, and he went to me in Sacramento. I'm shipping at about $10. And Jess is asking for email, and you can email Jess. That's Juliet Echo Sierra JESS dot KJ6 KS6 Kilo Echo at gmail.com. So Jess, Jimmy, he also updated his email to us. So, you scale from 100-watt radios to a lower power level, and very good. Thank you, Frank, for looking at it. Trusty research department. You had hit question, the answer for you. There you go. He's on his toes over there. It's not down wickets. And next we have Clarence, N6ICW, the number spot in the Corning Red Bluff area. He's got his ADX that he put up for thought it had a forever home, but it died. Anyway, the FTDX 3000, 160 to 6 meter HF and 6 meter radio, all mode, and it's had very little use on it, and comes with all its necessary accessories. And Clarence says he'll on that, the FTD 3000, make him a reasonable offer. He also has an antenna tuner, and if you like, he will package that up with a meter to go with it. He's got the LDG, Lima Delta Golf 1000 Pro 2 1 kilowatt automatic antenna tuner that he will sell. He can sell that separately, make him a reasonable offer, which is brand new. He basically took it out of the box, used it for 10 minutes, and realized, it's not a legal limit legal limit tuner, and he sometimes would like to run legal limit power. So his loss is your gain. He also had a meter, large face meter by LDG, SWR power meter, LDG Lima Delta Golf Mike 1000 meter that he will sell for best reasonable offer, or he'll make you a deal, put it in a package with the antenna tuner. So make your offers accordingly, according to what you want. And finally, he also has the Atlas 110 Twins. That means the Atlas 110 RX Romeo X-ray receiver and the Atlas 10 Tango X-ray transmitter. They come with matching cables. It's in nice cosmetic condition, and he will take best reasonable offer on the Atlas Twins. And his phone number 530-200-3659. Again, 530-200-3659. And Clarence reminds us he's also, as most all of us are, on email there too. So you can either look for grab your pencil. And that's the list. So at least we had three listings to what's the word I'm looking for? Sometimes you just run out of words to sustain us, sort of, on this pre-4th of July firecracker sparkler ashcan M80 edition of the Northern California Swap. Anybody have any other traffic or any other comments for the net tonight? And we also heard from a couple of folks on what they did for Field Day. That was nice too. So get out there and beat the bushes. Let people know we're alive over here on 195. 8 o'clock on Thursday nights, the NorCal Swamp. Let's step it up a little bit, a little less crickets, and a little more human being activity here on the net. So get out there and tell your clubs, your listservs, if you belong to any of them, or maybe put it in a club newsletter and talk it up on some of the repeaters. The last, if not one of the last, if not the last net on VHF for buy-sell trade, and it's been around for quite a while. Operated by various net controls over the last 30 years or more, and we continue the tradition. So that'll do it, looks like, for edition number 26. We're halfway through the year on June 29th. So next Thursday we'll start edition number 27. Countdown the next half of the year as we head towards 2024. Everybody have a great week. A really safe 4th of July. Be careful with all those fireworks. Be safe and sane. And hopefully everybody will be safe. Be careful with the heat. Enjoy your barbecues and hot dogs, hamburgers, ribs, tri-tip, and all yummy stuff that comes out of 4th of July. And we'll see you next Thursday on. We can talk about all the yummy food that we have on 4th of July and how we can't even move to go to work the next day. Whoops! Somebody just lit off something outside. A big pop. And speaking of that, the State Fair is coming up, starting on the 14th of July. So, yikes, that's not too far away. Like maybe, next Saturday, next Friday is the 8th. No, 7th. Next Friday is the 7th. So, like 2 weeks from now will be the start of the State Fair here at Cal Expo in Sacramento. So it'll run from July 14th through July 30th. So that's coming up on the well. Everybody have a great day, safe, well, and watch out for that heat, and enjoy your holiday. N6ICW and on 19WTZI, current closing, edition number 26 of the NorCal Swap. We'll call it 0914 UTC. We'll see you all next week. WPZI clear. Good night out in the I guess YouTube country. There we go. Can't so EDI. So good night to all those out there in YouTube land. Take care and thank you for